Welcome to eyeshadow 101. 101. Hey y'all, what's poppin'? So for today's video, I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow crash course. I am no way a professional, I'm not a pro, but I've just been doing shadow for a really long time and it's been my favorite thing to do when it comes to makeup. So yeah, please enjoy. Let's just begin. Let's begin. Welcome to eyeshadow class. The first step you want to take when doing your eyeshadow is to evaluate your eye shape. There's like almond, there's round, there's hooded. I'm upturned, which means that I have lid space, but most of my lid space is at the top, you know, upturned. I'm gonna show you guys what it would be like if I were to work just at my crease area, and this eye is going to be worked from the top to the bottom. I'm going to show you guys how to evaluate your eye shape. When you evaluate your eye shape, you want to look straight ahead into the mirror, see where you have most of your lid space. If most of your lid space is above your crease area, that means you should work above your crease if you want to make your eyes look more open. That doesn't make sense. If your lid space is below your crease, you should work from outer to inner corner of your eye, above your crease. Always work above your crease. Never work below your crease, because if you work below your crease, when you open your eyes, most of the shadow is gonna disappear. And that's not what you want. You want your shadow to be beautiful. Beautiful. Insert pictures right here of different eye shapes, and you just look straight ahead and see which eye shape you have best, and that will determine how you apply your eyeshadow. Once I figure out where most of my lid space is, then I'm gonna figure out what brushes to buy. I'm gonna give you guys some examples of brushes. These brushes are for blending out your first shade. They're fluffy and they apply easy all over the lid. If you have smaller eyes and you have less space to work with, I'm gonna use something that has a little more of a round tip. All brushes are different. All brushes give you different outcomes. Right. I recommend starting off with a starter kit, like from Morphe, BH Cosmetics. If you want to be a little bougie, you can do it. Cosmetics. I recommend starting off with a starter kit from a brand that gives you majority brushes, so you don't really have to go and pick and choose. Right. Then you want to have a palette that has neutral colors. The formula is different in every single shadow, so that's why I recommend starting off with neutral colors, because neutral colors are easier to make in the factory. They all come out the same. Like browns all come out the same most of the times. Creams come out the same. They're all the same, and it's easier to blend and smoother to work with. I'm gonna be working with the Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes, the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and the Ring the Alarm palette. You have to figure out what kind of primer to use for your eyes. As you can see, I have oily eyelids, so my eyelids collect the oil. I would use something that's matte. I'm gonna show you guys the difference between a matte and a cream primer. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer, and this primer is cream. Primer really does make a difference, and it's all based on what kind of lids you have, what kind of eyelids you have. If you have oily eyelids, then a matte primer. If you have dry eyelids, then a cream primer. And am I hungry? This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This primer is matte and it has a white base. Now, I recommend primers like this for colors, but even if you're just doing regular neutral tones, I recommend this primer regardless, because it's the best primer that I've used so far for my oily eyelids. So this one is giving me color, and that is what I need. And it's very, very tacky, very sticky. The stickier when you have oily eyelids, the better, because the shadow stays. Now that we've primed the eyes, we're going to go into the steps of the shadow. You always want to start off with a transition color that is neutral toned. This brown here, I want you guys to see the differences, and when you're applying it above your lid and below, and just blending it forward, downward, above, and blending it downward. A little bit goes a long way. Don't ever and then just apply it right away. Always tap off the excess and always apply small amounts at a time. When you apply small amounts at a time and just build the shadow up, it gives you a more diffused and a much better overall layout of your look. When you go in with it heavy, it's harder to blend out, and sometimes it stays in that specific spot that you applied when you applied it really heavy. And you don't want that. You don't want that at all. You don't need that. You don't want that, and you can't have that. And so now on this eye, I'm gonna use a different brush, and I'm gonna focus here up. So automatically, you can see the difference. The shadow is already disappearing. And already you can tell with a primer that doesn't have a tint that's translucent, this is what a primer does to your eyeshadow. If you have oily eyelids, remember that. It looks orange. This is brown. I hope you see the difference, okay? I know my stuff. I think I know my stuff. I'm gonna go in with a deeper brown and I'm gonna go in Prowl. You always wanna go light, deep, 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 even deeper. That is just to add some definition. I'm gonna go in with this black. Working with black, a little goes a long way. Now it's time to cut that crease. All right, okay. I'm gonna go in with this shimmer. A little gold moment. One thing that you need to know is that it's all about how you apply the shadow. If you know how to apply, you can get away with almost anything and everything. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my face, do my liner, do all that, and I'll be back. That is all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.